they're talking about, does KD, Kevin Durant, does he have any heart?
He don't care.
Houston is down 3-1. If he don't care, why do you get traded to the Rockets?
Man,
if
I'm gonna put it like this. He act like he Arsenal don't care. First of all, Rockets could do it without him. Let's get it straight. Because they blew that game Friday. It didn't make no sense. They know they had to come back and win that game on Sunday. If I'm gonna see what they all about, because they got a chance to win tomorrow in LA. And that's the thing. And home field might play a role, but I don't know, but they got a chance still. But they can win without him. But a lot of people said, I know a lot of people did predict. I didn't predict it because I knew they probably sent him out games, but they said he's gonna be hurt by the playoffs. He's too old. And they say with the deal that they gave him, and they like, he gonna be hurt by playoff time. And like I said, I don't know, man. It's like he ain't got no heart, man. I don't know, man.
All I'm gonna say is go back to the episode when we had Miles on, and y'all will see the whole KD rant right there. Bruh, Kate.
He just can't carry a team.
He can't carry the team.
He can't carry a team.
I mean, if the Rockets is gonna do anything, what they show, and at the same time, I also posted on Facebook, you know, Rockets fans, don't get y'all hopes up because this is a game between two major cities. They gotta sell tickets at the end of the day, so they wasn't gonna let that series go 4-0 just like that.
It's a business. It's a business.
Yeah. It's Los Angeles and Houston. We gotta milk it out for as long as we can. So I understand. I don't really think the Rockets can get it done. So Lakers in 5.
So we got hold on. They're going back and forth in the chat here. We got Dr. Webb talking about the Rockets can do it without him, and then somebody else said, Lynn said, not true. Rockets have no offense. So I mean,
we don't have no point guard. That's what we missed a lot of easy
5.
shots in the series.
So you right. So I know Dr. Webb, friend of the show. Rockets ain't got no shot without KD.
So what did y'all see different during that Rockets win? That's what I'm trying to see. Like, what did we see different?
Well, they played to their heart, and they was hitting key shots. They let the game get away. You know, that Friday game just didn't make sense. And then you went overtime. I didn't see the whole game. I saw the highlights and read about it. I'm like, come on.
So I watched the game. And I'll say it, and I'll say it again. As much as y'all want to say how great Ume is as a coach, when you down by 6 with less than a minute left and you lose the game, that's coaching. Period. Because you got timeouts you could have called. That's what they paying you for, to manage the last 1 minute, 45, 50 seconds of the game. They paying you for that. So guess what? I blame that on coaching. They had another shot to go into overtime. I didn't think they had much of a chance going into overtime. So yeah, they could have stole that game. They could have stole that game Friday, but once they did,
you let a team get away with that, and you go overtime, and with a guy like LeBron James, come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, you let him shoot a 3, all you gotta do is foul him. All you gotta do is foul him. By the way, you call timeout. I don't care if they're setting up defense. That's what you're a pro for. So I blame that on Udoka.
If they win tomorrow, they can help the NBA make money. And if the stadium be ready for them, they get back and they can get the crowd into it. You just never know. But I still say they can win without Durant.
Here's what I say though.
But at the end of the day, both of them gonna lose the next round.
So
you think so? I don't know.
There's some games we're not gonna cover, but I do want to get, since this is a scandal edition, I do want to get and remind everybody what happened when Ron Artest and some other players was fighting on the court after he charged them up, and some players got suspended for the next game.
Talk about the Indiana game when he was in Indiana?
Yeah, that's back in the day. That's back in the day. But you had Nikola Jokic at the end of the game, run from one end of the court all the way to the Minnesota bench to grab McDaniels because he scored.
Yeah.
Grabbed his jersey. By the way, his jersey, and he lucky McDaniels didn't hit him. And then you had a scrum going, punches were thrown. Jokic and Randall were thrown out the game. Let that be somebody else that don't look like Jokic that runs from one end of the court to the other to grab another dude. Should he still play the next game?
Yeah, he should play the next game. I mean, here's the thing.
What, really?
Here's the thing.
So
here's the deal. First of all, it's a code in the NBA. You don't run a score. So Joker got high behind that. And I've seen a lot of other players
I read the rule book. It ain't in the rule book.
I understand that. It's a certain code. They say some players can't take it, some players don't like it. Joker, just a player, don't like it. Now, what you got to understand, and like Malik educated me on where he from, they don't care. Joker, right now in the NBA, if I had one of them, if a person tell me, who would you want to go to war with you in the NBA? It's gonna be Joker. Joker's a player who won't be watched. Joker gonna go down there.
If McDaniels had did that,
Joker was pissed. Joker don't give a care because where he from, that's what they do. And he stood up to the whole team. Whether he right or wrong, that's just how Joker is. And then my boy gonna tell me, Jonathan, about, if that was back in the day with Oakland, he would have stood up to them. Because where they from, that's how they are. At the end of the day, he just felt it was disrespectful, and he went down in front of that old bench out. Because he don't give a damn. He gonna go to war with the whole team.
True that. What you doing if you see a cat running up on you all aggravated? You gonna let him get all up on you?
No, I ain't gonna do that, but you gotta realize these guys are soft now. They soft. He let him do that. He should have punched him. But they got these guys trained because it's a suspension thing. But at the end of the day, he should have swung, even though he couldn't. If they would have went one-on-one, I know Joker probably would have beat him up. But at the end of the day, at least he got his whole team behind him. So at the end of the day, put it like this. Let Joker do that to Detroit team. And I know Detroit team might be, but they don't care. And you go back in the past teams, you couldn't do that. So, I mean, I understand it's not worth it, but come on, man. And you lead the series.
All right, brothers. If we got any men in the chat, let us know what you're gonna do if somebody running up on you from the other half of the court.
Hey, man,
I'm just saying.
Detroit,
you didn't think about that. Like, it wasn't even an option when I'm playing ball.
Yeah, I was saying.
Like, we squabbing.
Hey.
We squabbing for sure.
But speaking of Detroit, man, they upset me, but I got to give Orlando their props. I mean, they was jumping all over the gym. Did you see that dunk yesterday, Julie?
Oh, yeah. Orlando up 3-1 versus Detroit.
And we all agreed that was going to be the sleeper team of the league. We all said that. Me, you, and Miles.
I said they were a sleeper, but remember who I said was going to get through after they made the trade? I said Cleveland. Cleveland was a team.
Well, what's going on, like I told y'all about Cleveland. Beard just play like an inner city kid, out of control. And James Harden lose it. That's why they struggling now, because of James Harden. And he'll play good for a minute as a team player, but now he just out of control now. And that's why I told y'all, that's why I didn't believe him. They might have to go through a great season, but right now this is when they count the playoffs. And James Harden, he's one of the reasons why they gotta have their ups and downs right now. Turning the ball over, jacking everything up. It is what it is.
So
I knew that was gonna happen.
So
it's like the Texans. They got the great defense, not change, give you another scenario, speaking of another sport, do all that but struggle. You know how they go.
So for all you critics out there that said, oh, Houston should have never made that trade. Why'd they make that trade? It was a terrible trade. Well, guess what? If I'm checking my stats correctly, the Suns got swept in 4 and Houston is still playing. So, I mean, everybody said it was a one-sided trade. You know, it's just the first year. We're going to see next year. But
we got to get
Houston
a point guard,
swept. If Houston had a point guard playing, then they might have a better chance. So
another shooter.
As we wrap up the scandal edition of In the Tunnel, y'all know how we do it. We got my boy Patrick Truth there. What you got Truth for us this time?
The truth I got today, speaking of the subject, what we talked about earlier about the scandals, and it said, it's being real with you, if you got a gambling problem, it ain't nothing to play around with. And college students don't play around with it, man. And I'm looking at this kid from Cincinnati about to ruin his whole career. Top 6 pick, man. And and I know, like I said, this has been a long scandal show, but this is the truth of the moment, man. Don't play around with them bets and cards. And I know people try to be slick with it. And and I know a lot of these kids out there probably playing it, but they putting in other people's names, which is smart. But like you say, it's on commercials, and that's all they talk about, gambling.
So there you have it. That's the Choose That Truth moment brought to you by On the Rocks Bar and Lounge right here in historic 3rd Ward, Texas. Right here in historic 3rd Ward, Texas. Make sure you come by and check them out. We're here every Tuesday, 6 o'clock. But guess what? I love my Inner Tunnel fans. I love my Inner Tunnel people. They wasn't going to let me get out. Somebody said, did you mention Cooper's Award? Yes, sir. Cooper Flagg won Rookie of the Year, NBA Rookie of the Year. They kept trying to get that award. Thank you. let's get some claps, get some applause. They kept trying to get that award away to his teammate from Duke, Knipple, last year because he shot a bunch of threes.
He was balling.
He shot a bunch of threes, but
I
Cooper
don't care,
Flag,
he was balling.
the only person,
But they want to be the face, so you know how they go.
the only person that had,
that boy Carolina
as a
was
rookie,
playing.
as a rookie, the only person that had better stats than he did as a rookie, overall stats, is Michael Jordan. So you can try to give something to somebody, but when you got the numbers to back it up, it is what it is.
So what's the future in Dallas?
The future in Dallas is bright. It's super bright because we're going to get another high draft choice, and we got Kyrie coming back. We got Cooper Flag. Look out. Y'all know how I do it.
Y'all going to be another high pick?
Yeah, we got another. We're going to be 7 or 8 or higher.
Oh, y'all might be high. You know how that thing goes.
Yeah.
So if they going, because you know that stuff be rigged and fixed sometimes. Just have to get Cooper a player. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if y'all get a top pick, y'all got to go get a point guard. Irvin get
we're going to get a point guard.
Y'all better get the boy to Arkansas.
We're going to get a point
guard.
guard. Somebody in the chat said, did I miss Megan and Clay part? Yes. If you missed the Megan and Clay part, go back online. Listen to the whole show. You can go back and check us out anytime. Make sure when you go check us out, you like us, though, as well as subscribe. Julius, we missing anything before we go, brother?
Anything else, Jude?
Nah, I think that's it. I think we hit it. I'm about to say, this was the scandal edition, so we kind of went off the rails a little bit with the scandals. So we talked about way more than Clay and Megan with the scandals, so we kind of hit them all. That's recent right now. So if you want, like, go back and check it out. I will have the replays coming out later about the scandals. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all hit that that subscribe button. Click out of the chat real quick. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. That'll help us out a lot in the long run. We have been running it up. We're almost to 600 subscribers, and we're going strong. We're trying to get another show. We're trying to get more shows for y'all so y'all can see us more often instead of one time a week. And we love y'all support. We can't do it without y'all. Y'all are the ones that keep us going.
Yes.
There you go. Y'all heard it straight from the man that y'all never see, which is Julius, the guy that keeps this engine running week after week, day after day. Best producer in the business right now. So once again, don't forget to go on our socials, check us out.
And shout out to our friend Dr. Wells that's got an award. She won an award. The award she had everybody voting for.
Oh, Dr. Sean, she's the
Tell
baddie.
us about it.
She's a baddie of the month or something like that.
That's right. I forgot that. So Dr. Webb won a baddie award, so we might have to throw her picture up here. So don't get mad when we clip it off and throw it up there. Oh, we got another cowboy coming in the house. We got John in the house, cowboy fan.
It's on and popping today, baby.
It's on and popping.
Let me get a seat right quick.
No. We about to go, John. We out. You at the very end. Come over here, say hello to everybody. Come over here, let's say hello to everybody. We got John.
Uncle John. We got Uncle John here.
Look at that camera right there. Look at that camera right there.
Cowboys for life, baby. Cowboys for life.
What do you think about Medical?
Don't talk soft now.
Watch. He going to be a star.
Who's that? Caleb Downs?
No, Malachi.
Oh, Malachi?
I'm there for him. I like him. We'll see.
So as y'all can see, we're a people show. So you come by and see us, we're gonna put you on.
Got back from Louisville for my man Malachi's draft party. But I went to the museum, Ali Museum. I tell you about that. Get a chance, take your kids vacation this summer. That's the best museum I've been to. You know, that's my number one cat, but it's so many quotes. It was a beautiful museum, man. But we got to go down there one day. And then get a shout out to GG Soul Food. If you're going to the Derby, go to GG Soul Food in Louisville's best soul food place there, on the soul food place there.
All right, we appreciate y'all joining us. Have a great week. Peace.